Hey, you beautiful people, and welcome to Jamming in Jimjams with me, your host, Jason GetJervis. Yes, he's a bit of a get. I hope we're all well on this fabulous and hot Tuesday. I've got my air conditioning machine running at full pelt because it's that hot. So let me know if that's intrusive into the stream. Also, microphone looks quite punchy in my mixer. Is that good for the first time? I'm here. I haven't missed this live. No, you haven't missed this live. Welcome aboard, sir. But not a lanky get. No, not a lanky get at all. Very short, 5'6", actually, a good average size. Although I think as the future grows further into the future, I think that's now going to be short. But I'm happy with that. I like the size I am. Well, I'm in the pajamas, right? So NHS style, they are. Now, I have looked for these, and of course, you know, yeah, they're a charity shop find, but they were new, so they're not the best quality at all. They were a £5 from the PDSA, but they have that kind of like almost Scrubs vibe to them as well, which I quite like. But ultimately, I will go and find a vintage silk pair so that I can become the oh, I've forgotten his name. The character from Only When I Laugh. Anyway, the guy that went on to become the Lord of the Manor Inn to the Manor-born. You know, that guy with the moustache. Yes, Lisa, hello. That was pulp lyrics. It was all pulp lyrics, exactly. Anyway, so welcome aboard. What are we drinking? Ah, damn. Hello, welcome aboard. So out of my hedgehog mug, I am now drinking a chamomile, lime flower, and lavender infusion from Waitrose. Okay, product placement. What are you all drinking? It's hot. This is warm. We're having Sorton. I don't know what that is. What is that? In the pub. I'm making words up. I think I might take my glasses off. I'm in that moment where I'm not quite far enough away and too close. Before we kind of French wine, delicious. I'm having a bit of a break from the old alcohol at the moment, which I'm quite enjoying actually. The finding other things. A nice glass of the red stuff here. Oh, good. That would be my choice. Perhaps I would go for a rosé tonight. A chilled bottle of rosé. That was so Alan Partridge. A nice rosé. Followed with a pint of lager and a packet of pork scratchings. Yes! Sorry. Full, Robert. Full indeed, sir. Right. So, yeah. Well, it's been a bit of a crazy one. Couple of things happened over the last week, which not great news from my family. In that our beautiful Moggy was getting a bit big, so I took him to the vets and they said it was trapped wind. Unfortunately, it wasn't trapped wind. It was not one but two tumours, quite advanced. So unfortunately we had to do the humane thing and put him to sleep last night. So we're a bit sad. It's been a bit of a sort of a difficult time. My daughter's never known grief before, so she's 10. She's watching the stream, so hello Edie. But yeah, there she is. She's commenting as me. So if you see Jason Jervis, that's my daughter. But yeah, so well done Edie. And he was my mum's cat. We had to adopt him because her health issues meant that she wasn't able to keep pets with fur really. So yeah. But I mean, Jerry was a character. He was my #1 studio cat. And also, let's see if I can do this in BBC style. Where's my mouse gone? Talking about Jerry. He's named after a mouse. Bless him. Sorry, I bashed my... oh, it's over there. Right, let's see if I can do this. Right, this is my computer screen. So I've never done this before, so anything could go completely wrong. So, bear in mind... Oh, hello. Oh, F11. Right. So, Jerry, if you look in my Instagram, at GetJervis, Jerry is there. 247,000 views for this Tome and Top Synths clip there. Oh, there he is. Look at that little face. Can you hear that? You should be able to hear that. I can't hear that, but yeah, it's worth checking. But yeah, bless him. But what a guy he was. Such an amazing member of the family. That's him with Tom. Tom's still with us. They came as a pair. And yeah, look at them cuddling. So lush. And then, oh, that's the last one. That's Jackson again. He's a friend to all the cats. He was the glue of the cat family. There he is. That's on my desk when I was trying to edit a video. He decided to come and sit there. So, you know, he will indeed be missed. So, yeah, I just wanted to put it out there because it's meant that I haven't had enough time to really prepare tonight's jam. So it's a bit of one of those. But a loving, I will put a picture of Jerry in the thumbnail for this, I think, and we'll dedicate this episode to Jerry and the memory of him. So yeah, cute as he was, and will always be. We've planted a gerbera on top of his grave today as well. So it's a beautiful, bright yellow and orange flower that will, you know, no doubt remind us of him when we see that. Anyway, so thank you for your sympathy there as well. It's much appreciated. It's hard with animals, isn't it? Because they're such an integral part of your family in the most unusual way. So I know I won't be on my own. That, you know, lots of us have lost pets that we've been fond of, and it does shake you. It does give you you know, a moment to pause and to reflect, and that's, you know, that's a good thing. Pets are family, Andy. Yeah, they really are. So yeah, so it's been a difficult couple of days. Anyway, right. So we've got some red wine. Can you? I have got to take apart my stereo mix and fix one of the outputs. I've got a lot of, or maybe it's the output module. But yeah, I need to do something. Hi, Davey. Yes, we're all here, and we're just about to start at the Pet Shop Boys for a new one. Do you know what? That's an idea. But forging on, we now must focus our attention to synthesizers and the world of synthesizers. No, that's last week and next week. Let's have a look at this. Now, can I zoom in and show you on... Oh, there's a couple of modules on here, which are both... oh, hello, there you go, nice bit of live focusing. Oh, is that stop wobbling? Okay, let's put me back in the frame. So, this is Flow, new from Axis Modular. Now, Richard's on holiday, so I don't think he's going to be here in the chat, but please, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, because I know he'll watch this post the event. But I've got a manual, I've got the device, I've got me, and I've got you. What could possibly go right? Everything. So he's got a couple of modules forthcoming. Hello, Peter. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a tricky one, but yeah, thank you. Much appreciated. It really is. Thanks. But synthesizers. So Flow is. Oh look, Pam's is moving. Oh, hang on. Whenever you have a module that's moving, remember, Knurlies can help. Available in a handy pocket-sized tin, you can take them anywhere with you, on the train, on the tube, on your flight. Oh, well, or even on the bus. I went very, there's a Barrett Holmes guy again, was it? Barrett Holmes. Or Everest double glazing. My advert voice. Right. Okay. Hello, Simon. Welcome aboard. Haha, Biscuit. How you doing? So, right. Okay. Well, let's get that. Oh, I did have some issues with this turning off the other day. Right. There's some crackles. Can we hear crackles on the synth line? It looks like it's super low as well. So we're going to be a little bit. I've got Darth Maul ready at the ready. So, yeah. So flow is right. I'll read from the manual because his words will sum it up better for you guys. So, oh, hello. Right, glasses off. Flow is quite simply a fully featured LFO aimed at giving you more than just the usual couple of waveforms. And as you can see, it's got multiplicitous waveforms. It offers 4 simultaneous outputs. 4 main parameters have CV control. And there's a handy CV audio mixer which outputs to an analog and/or circuit. So, and/or. Right, so if we look at the manual, ramp up, ramp down, square, triangle, sine, sweep, random levels, slopes. Look at that. So, super low, slow. That's quite a range, isn't it? And again, there's the tap tempo. That is, I played with it the other day, literally when I racked it up, and it's so nice to use. So any questions? Look at this. Look at this. The other thing is crest and trough. Crest and trough. What an amazing idea. So crest is the OR gate, which is normaled to the main output wave. So in unipolar, use it to repeat the same signal. However, when switched to bipolar, it will only produce the top half of the current waveform. So you get a nice W. And in trough, it inverted. So how cool is that? But the idea today is to have a look at it, but is also to try and turn it into a jam of some sort. So now I've got nothing prepared. Maybe something is in there from previous. Let's get the synth duster out. Who hasn't got one of these? £10. I mean, I used to use a paintbrush. It's a regular dry paintbrush. Never used for painting, and I used that for years and years. That was an old music store trick that we used to use on guitars to get rid of the dust that would accumulate behind the strings on the body and on the headstock. Works really well. So if you're a guitar owner, top tip. There you go. Oh, there's one there too. You can't see that one. That's a good tea. Right. Every day is a school day. You know it. Yeah, paint shop. I've got mine's. Oh, I've got everywhere. They're everywhere. Okay, cool. Right. So I do it with a feather boa. Of course you would, Robert. Why wouldn't you? Paintbrush B&Q's finest. Fantastic. Right. Okay, so I'm going to try and attempt to get some sound out of this. So, right, at the moment, maybe we'll just go, there's absolutely, what is triggering this? Nothing. Nothing is triggering it. So, let's just take that out of it a minute. I definitely can hear, definitely some stuff going on that shouldn't be. That's just me, though. I'm sure. Hopefully that won't affect the output in the back there. Right. Let's get something going. Now, did I... I let Gazset play with this once. It's never been the same since. No, here's different ways. He goes gate first, then voltage. And I would always go voltage first, gate second. So, I don't know. So, let's see if this is going to do anything. So, if we go... let's see if this does actually do something. Oh, hello. That looks like it's triggering, doesn't it? That doesn't look like it's doing anything, but let's bypass everything. I can't hear a single sausage. Can anybody hear anything? Oh. Nice. That'll do us. Right. Right. let's do a little bit of housekeeping. What's the volume like? It's very quiet and it's heavily on the right. No synth sound. Bugger. Okay. Let me go and see over here. Amuse yourselves. I'll take myself off while you do this. Ooh. That's interesting. He says. You can still hear me though, I'm sure. Right, it says on the input as well, there's no synth sound, just Jason's dulcet tones, thank you. I could read a book for you, that'd be good. Okay, so that is definitely looking like there's, oh, what about that? That looks like something's carrying through now. Crikey, why'd you have to crank it up so high? How do we like that? Is that super loud? Lord of the Rings. Northern Ireland. I do love the Northern Irish accent. I do like it. I've got family in Northern Ireland, I think, somewhere. Jervis. Who knows? But I did have, my great-grandmother was from the Isle of Man, which is a weird sort of, the Manx apparently hate everyone, so they didn't, she didn't like the fact my mum was Welsh. Mainly in the left, yeah, I can see that. How are we looking now? Is that, oh. And it's not even touching the, I think I'm just pushing my luck here with regards to volume. Better. It's not great though, is it? It just doesn't look like it's got any kind of oomph. Oomph. The oomph is low. How is it compared to my voice? Rubbish. It's quiet, isn't it? So why have we got quiet inputs? You think it's okay? All right, well, we'll go with it. Voice could be louder. Oh, well, that's good. I can do voice louder every day. Okay, so how's that? Okay, are we doing that nicely? Oh, I'm in the red there. It's louder than you. Oh, okay. Well, this is the thing. I can't really. I'm going to bring it down a bit then. If you think it's louder than me, is that better? Is that, or am I now too loud? Is that a good balance? How are we doing? It's the part of the show where we get the audio right. Yes. Synth loud, you're quiet. Okay, how's that? Okay? Oh, good. Right. I'm going to stop fiddling because, you know, that can have adverse... Oh, it's... In my headphones, it's just coming through one side, though. But I'm not going to worry about that. Right, so, what have we got here? We've got a really... Let's get a nice... Let's get a fairly plain sound. So I think I'm in yellow, which is the DX mode, isn't it? So let's get out of that. There we go, something a little bit plainer. That should be a sine wave, isn't it? No harmonics. That sounds awfully quiet. You got stereo? Good. It's my handmade DIY kit that I made in a hurry. Never rush it, savor the moment. Right. Alright, what have we got? So, I don't think... Right. Right, anyway, whatever. I might switch headphones. It's just... can't quite... I know it won't be the headphones issue, but if I can ram something in my ear, it'll definitely be more palatable for me to be able to sort of do this. So I do apologise for the delay in tonight's episode as we put something in our ears. Synths, you know, jamming in Jimjams with headphones. Oh, how's this gonna? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm that guy. I do them that way. It's an old. Right. Ah, maybe it is the headphones. I can hear in both ears now. Right. Just not a lot of volume out of it. That's the auxiliary. Hang on. Right. Okay. So. Now then. We're going to go with this. We're going to build this jam as we go. And it's kind of been... Let's get some smaller cables. Right, so let's just... No. Right. Okay, that cable's getting on my nerves. Let's circumnavigate that. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is the part where it would be really good to have an oscilloscope. Right, so that's basically the waveforms changing the frequency of plats. Right. I do like that last. Ooh. So remember, what did uni do? It gives us okay, so let's go crest. So union crest. Normalized. I like that. I like that. This is going to be weird. Let's get some folding going on. Right, let's get some drums. Let's see what happens here. That's a weird multiple. Ding, 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 5, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we need to sort that out, don't we? Hey, Thomas. Right. Nope. Why is it on that? Ah. Okay. Oh. Oh, this could go good. Right. Thanks for your patience. Let's have some delay on that. Mix. Doing that right. That's mix, isn't it? Out is just going to be out. Let's make that a bit more fun. Monster. Right. Let's leave there. Should be a snare. That's a snare, isn't it? This is grimy. Let's sort that last bass drum out. That's as close to techno as I think I can get. Right. That's for the Kolor module. It's an LED. It's cool as hell, but it's not plumbed in at the moment. Next time. Damn you! I need some longer cables. Here's one from a bird earlier. It's too long though. That's it. Is it doing anything? Oh, you're welcome, Thomas. They're great. Great modules. Quad drum by VPME, superb. 4 voices, wavetable synths as well, so you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. I used it at the Synth East and just made it ring. Get some sleep, fella, get some sleep. Cheers, buddy. Rest well. Thanks for joining in. Thomas, thank you. Bit ravey, isn't it? What's there? Only fans. Rubbing a balloon, good choice. It's just died. How's that? I'm back. Well, I'm going to start that whole thing again. Welcome back. That's that was definitely not a relaxing jam for sleep. Techno, definitely not my thing. But for whatever reason, combination of modules, the atmosphere, the sort of moment, techno just came out of it. 75 BPM, it was definitely not 75 BPM. That was cranking at 150 for sure. So that is proper techno territory. But yeah, I enjoyed, thank you, Edie, thank you. Enjoyed playing and trying to build up something completely from scratch because, like I say, this has been, I've been doing other things in the studio, so I've had to throw this on there. The last thing I did was just play with the flow and the plat. So I've just built the jam mainly from flow into that, and I'm still finding my way in. I tried to output from one of the stir inputs at one point where I was thinking, like, why is that not idiot? But yeah, what a crack. I mean, look, I've got 5 things plugged in, and I could have gone more. When I did originally play with this, I had the LFO from the Nostalgia triangle modulating the position of the wave whilst it modulated plats. Love it. You can only do that sort of stuff with modular, can't you? Anyway, and here we have a JHS in its natural environment, muted. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, thanks, Biscuit. I enjoyed that. Yeah. KB5, thank you. I'm back. Yes. What's that about? Thank you, Thomas. Can't hear. No voice. So what? All the sort of stuff. Now, Thomas, Thomas, you were talking about the QD5. Is that right? Drum module. What's the drum module? The bottom. That's. I don't know if you heard that. I'm still alive. Which is good. I'm trying to think. Screw back. Somebody mentioned the color module by Elk Electronics. Now this is, oh, for goodness sake, right. Sorry. QD drums. Elk Electronics. Ed sent me this from Australia. And basically, it's a fantastic. I've got to do a video on this, so I will do a video on this. So keep your eyes out, you know, bell notification, like, subscribe, share, enjoy, all that kind of good stuff. But it allows you to change. How rude is that? It's my diabetic alarm. I know I'm diabetic. Doesn't have to tell me. Every 5, it's just saying signal loss, and I'm on like quiet, so. I'll have to sort that out. Anyway, so this is he sent me this one, a circular one to demonstrate. I won't get the circular one, but you can address lots of the colors and the sort of sequences. So I'm going to do that. Does that work? Can everyone hear me? I'm going to sneeze though. Can you hear me? That's a completely different microphone. Cover your ears. No? Thank you. Okay. Right, there's probably going to be a delay with my voice, but I don't care at this point. I don't know. I was going back. So hi, Jörg. If you didn't hear that, it's the radio things. The road goes, and I charge them before the not enough, obviously, before the stream. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I suppose I could. Does it reach? No, it's gonna go. You know what? So yeah, Richard, hi, how you doing? Glad you got in there. Is that a WASP behind you, KB5? No, it's better than that. It's a can we do this? Can we do it with that camera? It's a GNAT Special, which post-dates EDP, but still made by Wagner after Hugget had left to, you know, for whatever reason. But yeah, so not many made, not many around. I've been talking to Paul about the cool new Hugget, last Hugget synth, the Mantis, and I would love to do a Mantis versus GNAT video. So that is definitely something I would like to bring to my channel. Everyone's after your GNAT, yeah. I paid £100 for it. Yeah, just saying. One of those synths that you kind of think, oh god, it was post the boom of everybody getting, you know. I mean, I was never around TB303s. I never saw one. I did see a TR808 and turned it down for 450 quid. But that was, I didn't have the money, and I was buying guitars. I would have spent more than 450 quid on a guitar, but Mantis Jam, yeah, jamming, or actually I think World of Synths live stream Mantis. Let's see if I can get one first of all. Okay, right. So, Gesundheit, yeah, thank you, Tom. Yeah, great, brilliant. So, did you hear that I had the Delta Sepe on my desk just prior to this live stream? I'm going to include it in a video. If you didn't hear that, I can't remember. Okay, V5, £100 for an 808 in 87. Yeah, okay, wow. That's really good, because even in 87, hip-hop, right? That kind of electro, 87, it's like maybe you were right at the crest of that wave then, I guess, 87, blimey. I was drooling over an M1 and trying to get real sounds in 87, I think. But that's the one I started playing guitar, 87, 88, I think. It was actually when I picked up the guitar. So actually, yeah, some good stuff around though. There was, you know, and I did my Pro 1 70 quid. So I've had more than my fair share of bargains. Yeah, in the Edge. Yeah. So yes, so good. I'm glad you heard that then, Jörg. I'm glad you heard that it's gonna feature in something sexy. But right, what are we doing then? So are we at the hour? I'm off the lot. Oh, why does this do that? Oh, it's the machine, doesn't it? So I'm now slightly off live. Right, there we go. So have I caught up with any questions? If you've asked something earlier, okay, I might watch it. Thank you, Thomas. If I watch it again, I'll see the problem. Muted, yeah. Okay, right. So 4 minutes extra time. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough then. So where are we in terms of on air time? It doesn't actually tell me, does it? Oh, 1 hour and 3 minutes. So we're in three minutes of muted time. So yeah. So quickly, everybody like this video. I heard it. So Jason, cheers, Jason. Yes, what's behind you? Okay. I'm glad they like the jam. That was, like I say, it was. It's always difficult, isn't it, when you kind of, if you've ever performed live completely from scratch, if you've ever done that kind of stuff, it's always a little bit exciting. It's always exciting. It's always massively exciting, but it's also terrifying. And you know, as musicians, because we are, as musicians, we rely on tips and tricks and techniques that we've learned over the years to sort of get us out of things. And you know, I've got plenty of them. And the longer you've been playing, the more you learn, and your tricks become part of your sound, part of your sort of signature personality, and signature sound, I guess. And I think that's cool. It's cool to have that, and have those kind of moments and those interesting bits, and putting yourself in the fire. Seeing like today, didn't have enough time for setting up, so literally was no cables plugged in, and I couldn't. Do you know, I need to buy some more cables. So I might talk to Synth. I get a lot of my cables from Synth cables. I'll put a link below as well, because they're great quality cables, and they do, you know, standard kind of cables. I'm going to put the top down on standard and do a little bit. The yellow and oh hello, that's very close. Is it there? There it is. Look at that. How cool is that little Synth cable logo on there? Synth cables. Look at that. Very cool. So you know, good quality cables as they are. Where was that coming from? It doesn't matter now, does it? But they also do, and they gifted me this in Synth vest. And there you go again, and these light up, which obviously on off, as well as again Tom Analog Solutions, the old school kind of red and green. They're useful as well. I know Rich is not a fan of those. He wants it the other way around. He wants red to be on, green to be off. Is that right? Yeah, jam from scratch. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Fostex H28. Yeah, you're gear spotting. Let's go back to that one. Yes, although that doesn't work. We did a stream 2 weeks ago, and it just didn't do anything. And I think the board, the output board, there's either a dry joint or there's something wrong with it, so it needs to be. So last week's, that's why I had the big 4-track out, and even that. So if you've watched last week's stream, or if you haven't, go check it out. There's some fun bits in it, and I have absolutely chaptered the hell out of it, so you can just jump around. There's a bunch. It's like basically it's a tape deck and a mixer, and there's a bunch of old cables, and the old cables are like licorice, you know, they're flat sort of licorice things, and they're not in good quality and in good state. So actually, I think there are a lot of dead cables in there, but ultimately, yeah, I don't know, it needs a good clean. And all the switches, they're very similar to the switch on the CS15, the sort of filter, which get really they're very prone to to dust, and they don't work very well. So I think the same thing. So again, it's going to go on the workbench, and it's going to be cleaned. But yeah, memory man. I've got a lot of pedals. Little Big Muff, you know, it's a fuzz pedal. You've got to have those. And you've barely. I mean, there's my pedal board. There's all sorts of really cool pedals and stuff. So the GoPro's turned off now. What is going on with the power of stuff today? Oh no. It's a little. Do you know, I've also got a Russian muff, which is very good. Which is one, the black one with the yellow writing on it. Very cool sounding, that is. And I've got a You Dirty Rat as well, which is geranium. It's a geranium transformer, germanium based fuzz pedal, which got that real nice. I don't know if it's a sound. That's what it does, isn't it? But the electro harmonics memory man is just such a classic pedal, and it's such a good thing. Right, mug muff good on 3. Yeah. Anything. Any dirt you can throw on anything 12 decibel per octave or more or less, like I think it's, oh, isn't it 18? What's
What's the TB303's filter? Is it 18 decibels per octave? Or is it 12? I always preferred that on the SH10112. I had an SH101. And that, yes, yeah, 18 is. It's like synth quiz. What if stuff will say on syndrome? What does he say? He says, you've taken all my cables out. That's what he says. It's literally there. He's like, oh, it's time to go home now. I want to go to bed. Anyway, I promised my daughter a fire in the garden with the fire pit and marshmallows. So it's the JSH Drum Synth Pro SD Pro 1 Pez. I've got a Pez somewhere in here. Damn it! What are you guys looking at? Yeah. So I think Dread Mall. That's what it was going to call Dread Mall. And he looks great with all the. I think it's because, you know, everyone has these fancy racks with their cables in, and I mean, that's a really good thing to do because, you know, you're performing. But I didn't have that, and I thought, do you know what? I've got this guy. Wouldn't it look good? And it did. So he's featured in quite a lot of the Toman videos. But actually, this very first video I ever did on this channel is about the drum synth. And it took me 6 months to make. It was ridiculous. So check that out. I'm going to put a link here. So go and check that out. Actually, go back in time and have a look at some of the early videos. They're hilarious. You know, it's kind of an interesting thing. And then, of course, Toman picked me up, and then I've just had this, you know, whatever it's called. Yeah, Highway to Hell. Right. Dare I got big afro combs for modular caves? Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah. So Simon, you asked live gigs. I don't know. Nothing planned. Although after the Synth East gig, and prior to that, the last gig I did was 2016, was the Sonic State Live thing, which is like, I was like the beginning of me re-falling down this rabbit hole again. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to. So let's see. Let's see what happens. I think it is definitely going to happen. Right, Simon, you gone. Thank you. I'm going to play some noise, fade out. See you next week. We'll do a synth something. I'll get another something out of the... Why even get that out? It's a yawn and a sneeze at the same time. Right, I don't know what's going on. So, thank you very much once again for your company this evening. I hope you enjoyed the crazy jam. Be wise. Oh, I don't know what I was going to say then. Be wise. Invest in stocks and shares. No, don't do that. But yeah, be well, be good, and until the next time, let it flow. See, I did a kind of thing there. I don't know what's going to happen now if I do this. Oh, is anything happening? Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening at all. I unplugged everything. That's ridiculous. Why is that unplugged? Well, yeah, okay. Let's make this sound. No, that's not making any sound either. This is ridiculous. Can anybody hear this? No, I can hear something. What's that happening? No. Can you hear that? Ice bucket. You can hear it. Thanks, Jörg. Be well, my friend. We need to talk. It's been ages. Too long. Maybe it's just my headphones being rubbish. It is, maybe.